This is Monday, March 25th, and I just wanted to wrap up watching the Cooper Nuclear Power Station with a final video since that end to the Notice of Unusual event. Notice came out last night. So a couple of things. The first one being that there's really not any question in my mind but that the plant should have been on the alert status from uh, probably the 16th until they would have to say when. The aerial photography and the stream hydrograph for the Brownville station available from NOAA with the appropriate adjustments factored in seem to indicate that if the 902 level was not met, it was within inches, and in fact the levee north of the plant was being overtopped by the river, and the flooding that was starting to occur behind the plant was flanking the plant, and I would suggest further that that event and the realization of how much the water level could rise and how much danger the power station was in was what caused the levees to be broken upstream. And if you don't think that that's something that would be done in this kind of situation, you probably should do some more research, because absolutely the levees are intentionally broken. I would argue that the speed of the federal emergency declaration, the coordination of the state officials, all of those things would point to an indication that this was an intentional operation to maintain the river level at a level where it would not cause meltdown at Cooper Nuclear Power Station. So the other thing on that is that I just wanted to point out for people who might not know that the plants, nuclear power plants, are disincentivized from accurately reporting and maintaining transparent communication with the public on several different fronts. But with respect to the NRC, these plants are fined for any kind of alert status, any kind of occurrence. And so that creates a real disincentive to be in open communication with the public. And if you read the technical description of the different alert statuses, this notice of unusual event really does not even apply to something like a major flood coming down the river. And the alert status would have been the appropriate status had someone made a decision that was based on reality and wanting to protect the interests of everyone, not just shareholders, but the safety of the general public. And instead of running right up to the edge of the cliff and assuming that you'll be able to make a hard left turn, maybe you would slow down a little bit before you get up to the edge, maybe approach more cautiously. Those would be my final words on Cooper Nuclear Power Station. And there are plenty of other things to say about the PR campaign and the National Guard reinforcing levees after the floodwaters have already receded, and what's that all about, but it's probably not worth mentioning at this point. I just wanted to wrap up with those final comments and just point out that I'm not going to say much on Cooper again unless there's some new news, because the real issues, I believe that there are many stories to be told around nuclear matters in this country, and reminding people of the dangers of this technology, because we all seem to have forgotten, and also illustrate and point out how all life on this planet is being adversely impacted by Fukushima, and by our denial of the reality of the physical condition of the planet. And so anyway, I'm going to be signing off on Cooper, and I want to thank the people who got to me from that from watching that event. And I hope I showed how, maybe we'll be able to keep ourselves informed to some small degree in the event of a real emergency. But stay safe, everybody, and that's it.